Imagine the moment you realize the world around you, every circumstance, every challenge, every blessing, every heartbreak, is not some detached, arbitrary reality unfolding outside of your control. It is instead a living reflection, a mirror, quietly echoing who you are inside and what you truly believe about yourself, about life, and about what's possible. We grow up thinking reality is something fixed, something out there we must contend with. That success is earned with the right actions, the perfect timing, the relentless grind. We obsess over tactics, strategies, opportunities, or the lack thereof. But what if all of those things are just surface ripples? What if the true cause of your reality was never your actions, but your perceptions? Not what you want or wish for, but what you quietly believe you deserve, deep down in places you rarely visit consciously. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The world responds not to your desires, but to your convictions. Not to your loudest dreams, but to your quietest expectations. The reflection you see isn't a projection of your wishes. It's a direct echo of the identity you hold within yourself, sometimes in defiance of what you say you want. Think about a time you finally succeeded, after months, maybe years, of setbacks and U-turns. For some, the big break came right after they changed their focus, their attitude, or their level of self-commitment. Not after they simply worked harder, but after they decided, at a cellular level, that this is who I am now. For others, setbacks pile up, not because they're doomed to fail, but because their self-talk, their beliefs, their sense of possibility never truly shifted. The world just keeps handing back to them what they expect, like an unfeeling but perfectly accurate mirror. This isn't some mystical theory. Modern neuroscience shows us that your nervous system, your perception, and even your social and financial opportunities change when your beliefs change. Confidence is magnetic. Alignment is undeniable. People treat you according to how you walk, how you talk, the energy you project. Opportunities seem to appear for those who have already decided, internally, that they're worthy and ready. That's the first level of reflection. It's important to realize reality doesn't care about what you want. It simply matches what you are embodying over and over. You can hustle 16 hours a day, but if deep down you don't believe you're truly worthy of abundance, opportunities will slip by or self-sabotage will find a way in. You can daydream about love, but if you secretly believe no one could really value you, you will keep finding yourself in cold, loveless rooms. Every desire is filtered through this internal lens. This is why sustainable change is never just about action. A new job, a 10-step plan, a stricter schedule. These may look impressive for a while, but without inner transformation, the old patterns return. It's like rearranging the images in a mirror hoping your face will change. What creates lasting transformation is becoming internally what you want to see externally. Want to be a millionaire? Become one first on the inside by adopting the calm competence, the boldness, the gratitude, the sense of sufficiency and possibility that wealth truly requires. Speak wealth, think abundance, act with integrity to those standards. When setbacks happen, respond as the millionaire would, not with despair or self-blame, but with clarity, adaptation, and poise. This is reincarnation without death. This is stepping into your next life without asking permission from circumstance. But here's where it gets difficult for most. The mirror of reality has a delay. Like a heavy pane of glass, it takes time to catch up. People try a new belief, a new sense of self for a few days. They visualize, they focus, they journal. Then, when reality doesn't shift overnight, they take it as proof that belief work doesn't work. They abandon the new image. They revert back to frustration, self-doubt, the same old story. And the mirror faithfully continues to echo the pattern of the past. The real secret is persistence. When you change the script you're living from, reality will drag its feet at first. The old reflection lingers. It isn't evidence that you're wrong. It's simply the echo of your previous stance. Most people quit too early. Visionaries, legends, creators, they hold their new sense of self steady long enough for the mirror to finally, inevitably, catch up. So what should you do differently? Start by defining who you want to be, not just what you want to have or do. Who would you have to become to naturally attract those relationships, those opportunities, that level of health, that financial flow? What does that version of you believe, focus on, tolerate, and say every day? Then act as if that version is already you. Not fake it, embody it. Drop someday from your vocabulary. The only moment you'll ever have is now. Step into the energy and decisions of your future self before the evidence arrives. Reality is a follower, not a leader. Ignore the temporary lack of change. The mirror shows you old light. You are projecting the new image. Let time do its work. Even deeper, be mindful of what dominates your attention. I want to escape debt. The mind hears debt. I don't want to be lonely. The energy is on lonely. The laws of reflection deal exclusively in focus. They don't respond to words or intentions, but to the emotions, the identity, the energy you sustain. Shift your focus to the outcomes you prefer, not the absence of pain, but the presence of fulfillment. Speak about your life as if it's already rising to meet you. Affirm, I am grounded, I am capable, abundance flows to me daily. These aren't empty mantras, they're new commands for the mirror. Every time you repeat them with conviction, you are carving a new circuit in your nervous system. You're investing in a new trajectory. Most people get trapped in the reaction loop. They see their current life, feel disappointment, and that disappointment becomes the fuel for more of the same. The creator breaks this cycle. They start with an internal image and align their actions, words and attention with it until the world has no choice but to comply. If you're brave enough to ask, what image are you projecting truly? Not the one you say, but the one you've accepted as inevitable. If you want the reflection to change, don't wait for proof. Become the person who no longer fits the old pattern. Step boldly into your next level, not as an outside observer, but as the conscious designer of your experience. Because when you become that person on the inside, there's only one thing the mirror can do. Reflect it back to you, in time, with unwavering accuracy. So don't wait for the world to change. Mold your identity, hold your vision, become the one worth reflecting, and watch as reality inevitably catches up.